Hello everyone, this is Kenny Brixey coming to you from the Squaw Creek and Paluxy River down in Glen Rose. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems that the news lately has just gotten crazy, and I'll be honest, I've kind of bought into it and gotten frustrated and gotten angry, it's just a roller coaster of emotions, and I don't think that I'm the only one. And as always, I go into deeper consideration about what can be done about it. And I'll have to be honest, there's a part of me that says, oh my gosh, it's just too much, there's nothing I can do. And then as I was walking this morning, it occurred to me that there is something we can do. And looking through the social media posts and things like that, there's a lot of people out there talking about retaliating against the things that are going on with like actions. For instance, one that I saw just a few minutes ago was all of the things going on with ICE right now, that the states need to retaliate by sending in the National Guard, or the National Guard, and arresting these ICE officers. That's retaliating with like action. That's facing what some people consider violence with more violence. What we know is that will never work. So what is it that we can do? I was reminded or remembered a study that I read quite some time ago that it was called the 100 Monkeys Theory. And some scientists apparently had been observing monkeys on an island that they noticed one of the monkeys started taking their I guess it was coconuts or some sort of fruit that they were eating. One of the monkeys started taking their fruit down to the shore and washing the fruit off and then eating it. Eventually another monkey started doing it, and then another, and the theory states that once it got to a mass consciousness amongst the monkeys on that island, 100 monkeys was the theory. Once 100 monkeys started doing this, they noticed that this habit had started happening on another island that was totally separate from the one that they were observing. This reminded me of the law of consciousness, which we talked about in a New Year's program that we did a couple of weeks ago called Pray in the New Year. The law of consciousness basically states that what we believe is true about a situation is what becomes true of that situation. In other words, your beliefs create your reality. What you think is what becomes your experience. What becomes your experience becomes your belief, and what becomes your belief becomes your reality. We know that to be true. That's why one person can look at the color blue and love it, and one person can look at the color blue and hate it. Whatever we believe is true. Now, the beautiful thing about that is that we have learned all of this. We've learned this belief system. It's something that has come about because of what we've been taught. It's come about because of the way we've been brought up. It's come about because of experiences in our life. And the beautiful thing about that is that we can change that. What was true once does not mean it's true again. Okay, now having said all of that, we can change the consciousness all around us. We can start looking to the good. We've got to start looking to the good. If we don't, we're going to continue seeing all of the negative. We're going to continue believing all the negative. When we start believing all of the negative as truth, it then becomes our reality. So let's change that. Let's change the consciousness. Let's use the law of consciousness. And let's start looking to the good. Let's start focusing on the good. The way this works for us is that when we start focusing on the good, our whole attitude changes, our whole energy changes. What we express out into the world changes for the good. When we add good into our expression, into our aura, it changes the energy around us. It directly affects those that we run into, that we meet, those that are just in our proximity. And then their energy shifts. Their energy starts affecting others in a positive way. Folks, we can change what's going on in this world. There may still be some actions that we do not agree with. There may still be some things happening that we think are evil and bad and negative. But the energy shifts. And when that energy starts shifting, the actions that we see around us begins to shift. So my ask of you today is to shift your energy, shift your focus. Question any belief you have about the negative. If you can't change what's happening around you, that's fine. But you can change the way you experience life. Instead of dwelling on the negative, turn your focus instead to something positive. In that we change the world. In that we change the energy, we change the experience, we can change our beliefs, we can change our reality. It doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you're on. I think that all of us, no matter what we believe is good, no matter what we believe is bad, I think that all of us really we desire a better way of living. And the only way to do that is to change our experience, which means we have to change our thoughts. But when we change our thoughts, we do change our experience, which means that we change our beliefs, which means we change our reality. So change your reality today. Change it. Look for the good. Experience the good. Believe the good. And your reality changes to the good. So I hope you have a great day. Consider this. Play with it. Change your reality. Have a wonderful day.